bodies of light. Happy root chakra day. Happy whatever day this is for you. On the calendar, it is a throat chakra day, but by the account of the full moon, for those of us who are in the window of the full moon, it is a root chakra day. Hence why I'm in my red, I'm in my grounding. I didn't get to uproot anything, had a lot to do, but we are ready for the root chakra. I am Celestial Earth for those who are just now joining, who have not been here before. This is the final day, the final call, final hoorah. I'm not calling out after this anymore. If you see it and you catch it later, you join in when you join in. Although if I do another video, I'm always going to let you know we're in the workshop and you're free to join. I always say people get in when they fit in. They get in where they get in at. But this is a very pivotal and important one. I've been talking about some of the energies, the infinite nine. We're in the month of the nine. There is so much to be had. But what's most important, if I could say this real quick, because I don't have much time, I'm getting ready to start. Some of you got your new books, those of you who said yes, and the new workshop workbook, so you can have the book, you can print, send the email so you can work through it. You can do it digitally, however you, not but, and this is a pivotal. This full moon is an eclipse. It is ecliptic. We are in the ecliptic window, right? And not just season, because the entire eclipse season is 18 months. It's 18 months that it spends in these particular nodes. So that's the entire season. This is the window when the eclipse comes with the full moon and the new moon, because these are the lunar nodes. So they obviously align with the moon's position. And it is helping us to get to where we need to get to in these nodes. It is definitely doing us a service. And as I was writing out the welcome packages, the welcome package for those who are joining, and I'm usually share what's happening with the full moon with these energies, and as I was explaining it, one of the things that stood out is that how these cosmos are guiding us through the nodes, with the nodes right now, helping us to move from practicality into spirituality, helping us to get rid of things that no longer serve us, things that I've been talking about. And what I explained that was a real good explanation is that this is like a cheat sheet. This is a cheat sheet. I don't know, but I want to paint this picture. I don't know how many people see it like this, but when you can allow the cosmos to guide you, it is like a cheat sheet. It is like a open book test, because this is a test of time. This month is really allowing us to pass through the test of time. Our lifetime period is a test of time, but this is a particular test time. You know how like we got SATs and it's that test time. It's like that. If you were in school, it's the main test time of how we are going to advance into our next timeline. As I've always been saying, how we go into our next timeline depends on how we are moving in the decisions that we make, how we're moving in the love frequency with thought brain coherency. All of this matters. And this particularly, this pivotal point right now is like this eclipse is scanning us, as I've been saying, and it's giving us a beam me up Scotty type of scan, like beam. As we're going through that ecliptic window, we're being scanned for what we stand for, what we say we truly are, and what we truly are. What we're vibrating is a vibrational match. This has nothing to do with intellect, because there could be people out there who don't know anything about 5D, age of the Aquarian, don't know anything about the timeline shifts, but they're living in true coherency. They're living in truth. They're living in the love frequency, by loving nature, by loving animals, by loving themselves, by setting healthy boundaries for themselves, by not living in a victimhood state, by healing their wounds in whatever way, whether they're doing it intentionally, purposefully, or not. As long as you are up to the task, up to the spiritual task of removing what wounds may be there. And this is one of the things why I say it's very important that we utilize the full moon, because it's the cosmic spotlight that helps you to see your dysfunctions. That's why things kick up around this time. How many of you have had a day like today? Your day is like, might have been off. It might have been fine, but there's something that's kind of brewing and you can sense it or you can feel it, and something comes up that agitates it, because we're in that window where anywhere from up to the week leading up to the full moon, you start to pick up like things that need to come up in your life, world, and affairs to bring up these dysfunctions, because the only way you're going to see it is if things happen, experiences happen that bring it out, if you allow yourself to see it. For people who don't know, these things come up, and that's why they blame it on the full moon. Oh, it's a full moon. Oh, we turn into a wolf at the full moon. We get moody at the full moon. Why do we get moody? Moods are attitudes. Moods are energy in motion, because moods are the symptoms of your emotions, which are your energy in motion. So yeah, when the full moon comes up, it brings up the waters. The waters are your emotions. So it brings up what you need to come up. So it's perfectly divinely orchestrated. Whatever comes up that is bothering you, particularly today. I don't know about you all, but for me, a lot of times when we get on the root chakra day, ready leading up to the moon, 3 days before the moon is most potent, 3 days before and 3 days after. So leading up to the full moon, we utilize that to bring up from the root, facing our fears and bringing up what is coming up, because we want to transmute those fear-based thoughts. I'm not talking scary fears. Okay, I'm giving y'all a little sneak peek of what happens in the workshop. These are things that we talk about and we break down and we get into. This how we tap into our soul code, because we tap into these doorways, the chakras being these doorways. So the root has to do with a lot of fears. It has to do with survival. So it holds and it houses, and a lot of the blocks of the root chakra have to do with things that you fear. I'm not talking about being scared of spiders or lizards. I'm talking about being fearful in emotions, fear-based emotions like hate, anger, disappointment, expectation. Expectation is a fear. It's a fear emotion. It's fear-based, because the opposite of that is acceptance. We don't need to expect, we need to accept. See, these are things that we do to transmute. We give the feelings in the workshop. We find these feelings, whatever these fear-based feelings are, identify them, label them, call it what it is, and then find the opposite. Find what is on the love frequency. What is this emotion when you flip it to the love frequency, and then be in the love frequency whenever you get faced with this particular emotion? Find the way to flip it, but you have to identify it. You can't face it if you can't fix it if you're not willing to face it. So this is what we do when we tap into the workshop. Tap in each energy center. On the way up, we discuss the number one blocks of each chakra, so you can know what's blocking you in your consciousness and bring that up and out. And so this is what we're doing today. We're going to be going in on the root. So for those of you who miss it, that's okay. Well, I record them, but it's hard to get the recordings. It's not really that hard. I'm just not that tech savvy. But whenever you join, if you decide to join in later, tomorrow, whenever you jump in, it is definitely designed to help you tap in and do that shadow work. And specifically with what's going on this month, with passing the SATs, so to speak, the test of time right now, as we're being given all that we need. That's really going to separate. This month is really going to separate who we are, what timelines we're in. It's going to put you in that timeline based on how you respond, not react. Respond, using the receptive activities so you can respond. If you use a creative activity, you're going to react. That's the masculine energy. We want to use the feminine energy of receptive activity so we can respond, be able to respond to these truth principles and apply them. Ashe? And this is what's going to tell where you are at this point on, going forth, from henceforth on, where it is that we are going to be aligned with in preparation of what is to come, in preparation of the upcoming months, where we're going to be the bifurcation is going to be splitting even more and more. There is definitely a split happening, and this is a pivotal time. So utilizing this eclipse window is going to be very helpful. Ashe. So with that, I'm not going to stay long because, like I said, I'm getting ready to transition into the meeting to switch gears. So sharing that with you, this is just wanted to shout out and say happy root as I'm in my grounding. I'm rooted in the order, in the light of order. So I'll leave you with this daily that I had for today, which is being rooted in order. When we're grounded in the love frequency that harmonizes and removes resistance from our light, we are rooted in the soil orders truth in our soul, and that is following the order of truth principles. So I share that with you so that, ooh, what a beautiful hue in the sky. Can I turn it around for you to see before I go? Let me see if you can't see it. Oh, there it is. We got a beautiful pink sky right there. Sharing that with you. Ooh, look at my view. That's why how I noticed that is because I was looking at my glow, because I noticed as I'm looking at the camera here that my glow changed, and I'm like, my skin look like that. I'm glowing from the pink glow. Right? So looking kind of red. So being rooted from the ground to the sky and from the cosmos into the ground, that cosmic love that is embedded in our soil that drops from the cosmos all the time. So we just need to get rooted and get charged because we're electromagnetic beings. So with that said, love, 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 and light to you all. If it's for you, if it calls for you, please don't hesitate to email to tap into the workshop. You can email me at don't do the divine energy email, at akilatextri@gmail.com, AKILAHTEXTRI @gmail.com. And whenever you're ready, we're here, right? Beautiful day, beautiful, yes. Thank you. Peace be with you as well. Peace, love, and light. Ashe.